Yesterday's All Out show was a self-help All Out show. John and I got couples therapy.
Watch this, John. In what way do you think that his perspective might have merit? And you know how I know that you know that?
A drug-fueled haze? I don't know.
No, I'll tell you how I know. And did it feel to be able to fucking keep moving?
Felt good to fucking keep moving.
It feels good to fucking keep moving.
Yeah.
So take a deep breath in and fucking keep moving.
All right, I'm going to fucking keep moving,
fucking
doctor.
keep moving.
I'm going to fuck that shit up.
All right.
Fuck it.
So the next time,
fuck it.
then yes, when you butt fuck it and keep fucking moving forward.
And I gave out a bit of advice of my own. Talked to some dude who's banged this chick with herpes. Wait, she told you after you signed a lease with her that she had herpes?
Yeah.
You know, like, you can still get herpes if you fuck her.
Yeah, I mean, I use a condom, though, so I think I'm good there. But I think eating her out's really kind of a fucking one-way street right to getting herpes.
You know, if she's got a breakout, it's possible to get it both ways. Or shit, even if she doesn't. Fucking, yeah, have fun with that for the next year. And now here's another episode of the All Out Show. I don't want to nitpick you, John, but you weren't very you weren't very open for the couples therapy.
What are you talking about?
It felt gay enough to do it, but then you just totally shut down.
What? That is not true. That is simply false.
She was like, "Did you ever make any mistakes?" And you're like, "No, never."
Well, that's my version of the story.
He literally was like, "No, never," and I was
clearly I was fucking around.
Yeah. Chris was sitting there looking at you like you a goddamn liar. Everybody was.
What?
Everybody.
That's not true.
Very disappointing.
She believes in past lives. How can she help me? And by the way, she's a very nice lady.
She does believe him. She said I lived 160,000 years ago. And I was a hunter in Africa. That's what she said.
She's a lovely woman, though.
I don't know how the fuck she got to that.
You're the king of your tribe or something.
I don't know about all that. I probably just was like some Chinese motherfucker or some shit like that.
Are you really going to sit down with her and she's going to walk
I'll
you
do
back?
the past life regression thing, whatever. We'll tape it and cut it down into something something doable. People believe that shit, man. I remember when I was doing Jenny Jones, like I met like some motherfucker that like came on the show and was like, he like sees the dead people that hang out with you or some shit like that, and he's like trying to tell, like he was like, I see a Scotsman that hangs out with you. I'm like, what? I don't know no motherfucking Scotsman. Like, it's because I got a red beard. He's trying to pin that shit on me. Oh, and as far as the show yesterday, when I was trying to that porn site that I was trying to think of, where the like girls from Iowa and Idaho and fucking Nebraska get fucked in like gross hotel rooms. Private Society.
Well, that's the studio, or is it?
That's their little production that they run. Is Private Society. That's not Private Society, John. That's fucking. This guy knows his girlfriend is cheating. See how they got like regular looking girls?
Okay.
Yeah, they just look like average chicks. Just fucking like they might work at Baskin Robbins and then just go fucking suck some dick.
Why would they do this?
I don't know. They probably get they probably get like a rack. Like $1,000 goes a long way in fucking Nebraska. But yeah, damn, look at her. Turn that shit up.
You are so powerful that you can relax your eyelid.
Yeah, never mind.
Damn, John, you awful at this shit. See how she just looked like a normal looking broad, and they try harder.
Do it. Leave your shoes off.
Like I probably wouldn't even bang her in real life, but I would jerk off to her. Half those chicks I wouldn't even smash in real life, but I'd like to jerk off to them right now. It's kind of my deal.
You could really get it together for this lady right here. A blouse full of goodies.
I just like
look at that. I don't know.
Yeah, I just like the fucking disgust. Like it. No makeup on that butt.
Yeah.
That shit, she looked like she got, she was
sort of like rash.
Or yeah, a farmer shot her with some fucking buckshot. Snuck into somebody's field. You get out of here. Just bucked her ass. Omar, what's up, man? What's going on with you?
Yo, bro, revolution's changing. Girls are outsmarting niggas. That's what it is, man. I have a girl that's living under my roof. She's acting like that.
I don't know what's going on, but I know what's going on. I know the dumb bitch is cheating on me. But when she come up in that house, she's going to be like, oh my, what's up? How's everything? Hug and kiss me and fuck me and everything. And move all sick and nice with me and whatnot. And then I know she's fucking the next man. What I'm trying to get to is I know girls are outsmarting niggas now. And I got to put that message out there.
Omar, who's she fucking? You're just all over the place right now.
Nah, man, I know she's fucking. She's
Who's
she's
she
a
fucking?
neighborhood top, man. She's fucking the whole block, man. That's for sure. Fuck this bitch.
Why you let her move in with you?
This is how it is. She's the hottest girl on the block. She gets attracted to a nigga. Me. Bomb. I bring her in. When I bring her in, she's all cool and shit. Everything's blessed. Everything's nice and dandy. She'd be going missing for like 6 or 5 hours. She's going missing. And I'll be like, okay, all right, whatever. She says she's going to the gym. She's going to... I'm not trying to smack a bitch or anything, but whatever.
Yeah.
She comes back home.
It's big of you.
You know what I mean? She comes back home acting all, she's acting all sick and shit like that, saying, I love you, I miss you, da-da-da. And, like, I could just tell, just right after fucking her, she's loose. She's, like, after a couple rounds, she's not having it more and more and more. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell she just fucked a bunch of niggas. Nah,
Did you eat her pussy?
I never ate her pussy. Fuck
You've never ate her pussy?
Never, man.
Oh, you just move them in as soon as you meet them.
That's how it is, man.
You sound like a lesbian right there. I'm sure. You sure you don't eat the pussy?
Nah, man, I don't eat the pussy, man.
She on the lease?
Nah, man, I don't eat the pussy. That's how it is in Toronto, man. We don't eat pussy down here, man.
Change the locks and kick her the fuck out.
Yo, bro. You know what's crazy? I kicked her out, and you know what she did?
What?
She fucking put a whole paper under my door and lit it on fire. She tried to burn my house down, man. Now I gotta go kill a bitch. But it's okay. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Good thing it's not on record.
Yeah, man. Fuck that bitch. But yo, all I gotta tell you is all the niggas in the world. There's a revolution where these girls are trying to take over all of us. They think they're outsmarting us. They think they're above us.
Yeah.
None of that shit. It's time to fucking
You all in your feelings. You in your feelings, bro.
No, I'm not in my feelings, bro. You heard about that saying? You heard about that saying when niggas when you put a fucking on your leg on a fucking lion's throat? Like, it's gonna bite back eventually when you let go, right? That's exactly what's gonna go on, bro. These girls think they can outsmart us, but we're in this shit, man. Don't worry. To all my brothers, you already know what time it is. Free up all the guys.
Is he talking?
This is a cautionary tale. Don't move the fucking neighborhood whore into your house.
Absolutely, that dumb bitch.
It's you was the one. You mad at a cobra for being a cobra. You know what I mean? Like, you knew what the fuck she was, and then you moved her in, and then you got bit, and now you mad.
You know what's crazy, Jude? If you seen her, you'll be moving her in 10 times in, even when she fucks up. That's how bad she is. That's how sexy she is, man.
No matter how good a girl looks, there's always someone out there that's tired of fucking her. Just remember that.
Oh, that's some real shit.
Yeah. He's in his feelings. He's in his feelings. All right, Anna Akbari's coming up for some to give everybody a pep talk, and then we got the news and the pill mix. Don't go anywhere. It's an all-out show.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shay 4-5. I got the doc here. Anna Akbari, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Fucking awesome. You got some new little gems to drop on us?
I do, though. I did hear that you guys had some couples counseling yesterday. Just curious if you were able to work out all of your issues.
Nah, but you know what? Like, the couples counseling, we needed that shit like 8 months ago.
So you already were at divorce mode is what you're saying?
It's just, like, I know what I can expect from John, and I think John knows what he can expect from me, and, like, we've just come to accept. It's acceptance, like
You're going to,
cancer.
Like, live separate lives, basically.
Yeah. I'd agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys are on the same page.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that we pitched the couples counseling idea almost a year ago and just got to it, like, is basically proof.
Yeah.
But let's not drag John's big chin through the mud. Let's not do that.
Well, I'm glad you guys are doing well.
I feel great. So
I've missed you.
I missed you too. You looking good?
You're looking good too.
Go on.
Tell me more.
So what's your I already know the topic, but I'll let you pitch it because I like what you're going with today.
So we're going to talk about, it's summer.
Yep.
And summer is the time when we get a lot of big blockbuster movies.
Yep.
A lot of superhero kind of motifs come out. And I want us to talk about how you can be the superhero of your own life. Because I don't know about you, but I don't think someone's coming to save me.
No, ain't nobody gonna come save that. Yeah. Yep, no one's gonna save you. That's my fucking mantra right there.
There's no hero
Save
in
yourself.
spandex with muscles and tights that's gonna like storm my door and make my life better.
No. It's just
Spoiler alert.
Just Anna that's gonna make Anna's life better.
That's right.
So all right, so how do you become your own superhero? What do you do? What are some of the steps here?
Well, maybe first we should talk a little bit about what makes a superhero. How do we define a superhero? So one of the things that I think is crucial to being a superhero, we associate it with bravery, right? Heroism, but in addition to that, it's also that they're human. Like, I think we forget that superheroes are not entirely supernatural. They have superpowers, but they're real people. They make mistakes. They have fear. And so I think they're that much more accessible to us for that reason. So they do have the bravery and they're a sense of adventure, which I think is huge because I think a lot of us get stuck in conventional thought and action.
Yeah, like bravery isn't the absence of fear. It's facing your fear.
That's exactly right.
It's like, I'm scared, but I'm going to do this anyway.
That fear doesn't have to be about running into a burning building. It could be about, putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
It can be very small acts.
Asking for a promotion.
Exactly. I think the other thing that really defines a superhero is that they embrace transformation. They are not afraid of change, which again links back to that idea of bravery. They don't just say, oh, this is what I know, so this is what I'm going to continue to do. They're like, oh, there's an opportunity, or, the tide is changing. I need to grow in this way, either in what I do or how I think. So flexibility. Yeah.
All
and
right.
I think a lot of people kind of, accept that they're just not nimble. They're like, this is what I do. This is the way I operate. It's how I've always operated. It works. That's it. And everyone should conform to that. And just like no one's going to come save you, no one's going to come and yield to all of your whims either. So I think the first thing to do is to kind of heed the call. Like most people have a moment or multiple moments in their lives when they're like, oh, I've had enough. Or that it's that sort of like fed up moment where you're like, oh, hell no, this is not happening anymore. So whatever that is, whatever that's related to, I think you have to identify that. And every single moment of your life doesn't have to be this monumental call to action, but chances are there's always ways that we could step up. So I think that's the first big one.
What about looking at the other thing I see in superheroes is they all got their own special powers, and I feel like every person has their own special power.
What's yours? Well, let's say what is yours currently, and what would you like it to be?
Well, I'm good at thinking on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a white dude on a hip hop station, so I'm able to. Some people would use that as a strike against them, but I use that as something for me.
Yeah, it's an asset.
Yeah, like you can crack gay jokes on me all day. Shit doesn't bother me at all. I'm fine with it. Go ahead, call me a fag.
What would you like your superpower to be?
Like dick to my knee. Just.
I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but that was not it.
I'm actually kind of happy with, I don't know, maybe like I'm improved memory or some shit like that, or maybe get better at taking notes. Other than that, like, I don't know.
You're good.
Yeah, like I've kind of figured out what like, and my other superpower is speaking my truth. And seeing things from a different perspective. Yeah. And then being able to say that shit.
Yep. Yeah. I would say that my superpower is that I can, well, I mean, maybe other people would disagree and say it's something else, but I think it's that I can find humor in anything, including myself, in pretty much every context. And I think that is really valuable. Yeah. Because if you've ever gone through some shit, you know,
you gotta be able to laugh at yourself.
You have to be able to. So that's I would say that's my current superpower. And the superpower I would like to have is either one of two things. Either I want to be able to read people's minds.
Damn, you picked some real. Oh well, fuck that. I want to freeze time. You picked some.
Or
I want to time travel.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't put any parameters on it.
All right. I was being realistic about my goals.
Okay.
Read minds.
Okay, so the other one of mine is kind of realistic, is that I wish I had a photographic memory, which some people do.
Yeah.
But that would be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
888-742-3345.
Did you have any superheroes that you were into when you were younger?
I like the mutants, all of the New Mutants and X-Men and X-Factor. I liked all of them.
What did you want your superpower to be when you were little?
I know it sounds fucked up, but remember that one show on where I think it was called Out of This World, where it was like this fucking whack ass sitcom that came on after Small Wonder. And basically, the girl's dad was a fucking alien, and he fucked the mom, and then she was able to stop time by pushing her two fingers together. And I always wanted to do that and go, like, rob stores. I wanted to put my two fingers together, stop time, and, like, I'd be like, man, I get...
It was just everything would freeze.
Yeah, everybody would freeze, and then I could go get laced.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't...
How old were you at this time?
I was like 12, 13. I guess my aspirations weren't that good. I didn't really think this one out. Okay. I just wanted some BKs, you know, some lottos.
Well, you know, it's interesting because there is this sort of journey that all of these superheroes go on, and I don't like, a lot of people aren't aware that there's a definite sort of narrative arc, that everything from like our religious figures to the Star Wars characters, you know, to individuals in Greek mythology, they all go on this same journey.
What's that called? Archetypes?
It's an archetype. It's called the hero's journey, right. And it's the same thing that fuels things like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and Harry Potter and
any of them motherfuckers.
They're all following the exact same thing, where basically there's like a call to action. It can either be external or internal. They heed the call. They're like, yep, I'm game. I'm going to do this. They figure out what their superpowers are. They also figure out who their superhero posse is, because that's like a big part of it. You have to have people that are supporting you in
Yeah, you can't
this
hang
journey.
out with no motherfucking lames.
Yeah, you need to be really cutthroat about it, and also say, okay, yeah, these people have my back. They're gonna be there when I need assistance. And then you have to figure out your battle plan, you know, because everyone has their demons. Like, what's your kryptonite?
Drugs and women.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's in that order, but yeah.
Right. So we all have. What are you
doing later? I just want to talk about my kryptonite with you and just work through it, you know.
I want to help you with that, Jude.
Thank you. Let's help some people find their fucking superpowers. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. It's like we finna give some people some pep talks.
Yeah, I mean, I think we give them some pep talks, and also, you know, I'm curious if maybe someone disagrees. Maybe someone thinks that they can't be their own superhero, or like they have, you know. Everybody
I know has their own special thing.
Of course.
And they have their own type of intelligence and.
Well, that's the thing. Like we worship these figures. I mean, they are pervasive in our society. We're obsessed.
Yeah.
superheroes. There's nothing bigger from like a movie grossing perspective, from a merch perspective. I mean, they've, now that you have all the Marvel universe and whatever, like it's never ending. This is an explosion into adult entertainment in this capacity that we haven't really ever seen. So it's preoccupying our minds. But what I think is interesting is that people aren't really talking about how they can adapt some of that into their own lives.
How they can fucking boss the fuck up.
Well, yeah,
Take
and
a long
also
look in the mirror, see what they're good at, see what they're bad at.
their lives don't have to be that boring. You can have adventure.
I mean, like, I hate to sound like a dick, but isn't part of the reason why these superhero movies are doing so well is because people are refusing to grow up?
I think that's an interesting point. Yeah, I mean, it possibly could be, but also maybe it's that we're missing. I'll take a more optimistic stance on it. Maybe we're also not able to create that element of magic and something to marvel at and our imaginations in our own lives. Maybe that is missing. But I mean, that's on us. It's there for the taking if we want to.
All right. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. I got Anna Akbari here. She's going to help you find your fucking your little special power.
It's a little like superhero therapy, kind of.
I want to show you my special power later.
You're the one you're aspiring to. That one.
It's called chlamydia. That's special.
I think.
I'm just serious.
I'm just serious. I think the other thing is that a lot of people might shy away from this because it takes work. I think that they might underestimate the amount, the seriousness of purpose and the intensity and the level of work that superheroes put in.
Yeah, and it's like you got to be honest with yourself too. You got to you got to look at really be able to look at your flaws and
yes,
and
you have to be real with yourself.
All right. I'm gonna play. Actually, I'm gonna play a fucking superhero song.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
In the current superhero universe, who's your favorite?
I stopped fucking with all of that shit.
You don't watch any of them?
Nope. I got tired, man. I was just like, man, when I was young, that shit used to really be something special.
Right.
I'd be like, oh shit, the fucking new Batman's coming out. And I was just like, every fucking week they got a new one.
It's more like a money-making franchise.
Yep. Yeah. So, I can't find the.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for this one song, and I'm not going to say it out loud, but.
I'm a little bit scared.
Where's Redman at? I wanted the Superman lover. All right.
I do like the idea of having your own superhero theme song, though. I need to figure out what mine is.
Yeah, you do.
I'll get back to you on that one.
All right, let's go to Matt in Arizona. Matt, what up, though?
Hey, Matt.
What up? What's up, Anna? Hey, what is my superpower?
Well, what do you?
I don't know. Maybe you thought I was clairvoyant.
Dumb fucking questions. What are you good at?
What do you do, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good at fucking welding. I weld the shit out of anything.
All right, that's a fucking skill right there.
That's a skill. What about as a human being? What are you good at? Like aside from like applicable skills, what just in terms
I'm
of.
good at drinking beer.
Okay, well.
I like them already.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Well, do you feel like you are currently acting like the superhero of your own life?
Yeah, sometimes actually, yeah, I am. Yeah.
What's your kryptonite?
Shit, that's a tough one. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. What usually holds you back?
Oh shit. Let's see.
He hung up. He didn't want to tell you.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow. Jeez, this is getting intense.
TJ in Chicago.
Hi, TJ.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all?
What up, man?
I love this show.
Oh, awesome. So what's your? You said you know your kryptonite. What is it?
my kryptonite is me, my patience, and women. Like those two are like they can be the death for me. I always think about if something ever happened to me really bad, it's gonna be because of a woman. And two, my patience. I can't wait for shit. It's like we live in a world with instant gratification.
Yeah.
So it's like you put food in the microwave, you want it done just like that, or you order food or some shit from Amazon and get it just like that. And I can't wait for shit, you know?
Yeah, well, I'm with you there. That's my kryptonite also is patience, and I agree. I think we operate in a world where we're sort of taught over and over that we shouldn't have to wait for things. When, of course, I mean, many of the things that we think we want end up going through all kinds of iterations, and by the time it ends up happening, it's worth the wait. We don't always know what we want, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But patience is a huge one. Would you say you're patient, Jude?
Hell no, I ain't got no patience.
Yeah.
I'm right there with TJ. I gotta breathe.
I struggle with that.
All I do is just.
Do you know what I think I lose? I become the worst version of myself. I am least superhero-like when I am on a call with customer service. Like I devolve into someone I don't really like very much on those calls. You know, like I lose any sense of patience.
You have to turn to another superhero. I mean, like a villain then, like a mutant.
So what do you think you're good at then, TJ?
I'm good at like evaluating people. You know, like
so you can read a motherfucker.
I can feel good. Yeah, I can feel good energy like right off top. Like that's why I don't really fuck with too many people like that because I can feel that energy. I know people that's bad for me. You know,
that's a gift.
So it's like,
that's great.
Being around like good people, yeah.
That's an amazing gift, and I think that's also an asset, you know, to other individuals too, helping them to get clarity around, you know, the value of people that are in their lives. So that's excellent.
That helps if you fucking selling things. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do you do?
I deliver groceries for Instacart.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
I have been an Instacart customer for a long time. You need some patience for that.
So you do some other
shit. I mean, like sitting around waiting on the order, and it's like a Uber of grocery shopping and shit. You gotta wait for them to send you a text message and tell you what store to go to, like Whole Foods or Costco.
Yeah. So TJ, what do you do when you're trying to keep your kryptonite of women and patience at bay? How do you? What's your coping strategy?
I don't know. Like I honestly like I'm addicted to women. It's like if I want to go out every day, I'm in grocery stores every day, and it's like the finest women in the grocery stores, and it's like I shouldn't even be working this job because there's so many women everywhere. So I'm shooting my shot at every woman. But then, like, if I get their number and I go home and think about it, like, I got to take them out. The first thing I think about is I got to take them out on a date and I got to spend money.
Well, you know
man, just get coffee with them.
I love that you're able to multitask, though, you know, with your job and you know, in the pickup artist world, they have what's called day game, which is where they go out during the day and pick up women in places that, you know, aren't a bar or someplace where you would expect to be hit on, and grocery stores are prime target. So
TJ got gang.
But it's not good for me though. It's not good for me though, you know. Like I have to go home like jag off and just so I won't go out with nobody. Like, I don't like that girl anyway after I bust a nut. So it's like I just chill. You ever get that feeling like you want to go with somebody and then you just jag off like, nah, I'm cool. Like,
yeah, you come to your senses.
But Jude, does that happen to you? Are you like, oh, I just like the idea of them, and now I don't actually want to go get the actual person?
Especially if you haven't fucked them yet, and you're like, oh, I don't feel like fucking having to listen to them talk right now, and like we gotta have
what
this
a
whole
sad commentary on humanity that can't be bothered.
Conversation.
It's true, facts. You know, if you go bust a nut and then you still like that person, and you're like, you know, I'll take them out. You might really like that person, but if you bust a nut, you just be like, I'm good. I just go to sleep or something, you know. And that's why you know, like, you got to keep it moving.
There you go. Let's go to Michael in PA. Michael.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hey, Michael.
How you guys doing?
Chilling, bro. Go ahead.
All right, so, like, listen, man, I know you guys are, like, talking about superheroes and shit like that. Well, I mean, like, you know, I'm straight out of high school, dude. Like, I'm going to the military, like, willing to give up everything for my country, you know. You guys to live free. And, like, I don't know.
Well, thank you.
On a real note, but
Yeah.
anytime, man.
Well, I mean, what?
So
what?
that's why you called for me to say thank you. All right.
Well,
thanks.
I'm just like.
Do you? Can I ask you? So what branch are you going into?
I'm going in the Navy, and then after 2 years, I plan on going special warfare.
Okay. And did you what prompted you to do that? Do you envision sort of what you're doing as a kind of a practical, real version of a superhero?
I mean, truthfully, yeah, because like
I think it's okay to say that.
Like superheroes are willing to give up everything.
Yeah.
They sacrifice a lot of shit. So like I don't know, I look at that and like you got these men and women that fight overseas and fight for 200 plus years for everybody's freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So no doubt.
It definitely ticks all the boxes, that's for sure. But I mean, I guess I'd be curious, for you, what is your personal kind of superpower? Like, what do you bring to that?
Extremely athletic. Like, I don't know, like, hell of a shot.
Yeah. Both big assets there.
Hell yeah.
It sounds like you got a sense of adventure.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, listen, on a real note, though, like, at the same time in the military, I'm trying to be, like, an entrepreneur with shit like that and, like, bring jobs to, like, people and shit like that, get some wealth and, like, a kind of bad area that I'm around. But, like, do it for the family, do it for people.
That's great. Yeah. Well, I think it's interesting because other people, this is a more literal call to action that Michael's talking about.
He's actually going out.
And so some other people might be like, well, God, I have a family and a mortgage and,
Well, to your point, listen to this guy right here. KP. Go ahead, man.
What's going on with it?
What were you going to say?
Oh, no. My superpower was being stepdaddy.
That's great. Yeah. See, I mean, not everyone. I mean, it's wonderful if for you that means you're going and joining the military and that's where you're at in your life. And it's also great if you step up and you take care of other little humans. I mean, that's equally brave and adventurous and incredible.
Yeah, it's like you're raising the next generation.
Yeah.
To not be assholes. So that's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's your big challenge there? What battles do you find yourself needing to fight on that journey?
What battles myself?
What battles do you find?
I don't have no. I'm not nobody's stepdaddy. I just be creeping in motherfuckers' houses, and then they badass kids is my kryptonite.
What just happened?
He went from being like Captain Save-A-Ho to Captain Bang-A-Ho. God damn it, Kate.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I did not see that coming.
Me neither.
Oh, no, that's real. That's real.
How you keep the kids busy? While you're banging out the mom. Yeah, PlayStation.
Oh, motherfucking Fortnite.
Yep.
Get them on Fortnite. Get them a skin or something.
Yep.
Like $9.99. I just spent about $1 million on Fortnite skins.
Yeah. There you go. You got it. How much time does that give you with the mom?
All I need is like 2 minutes, maybe 3.5.
There's something to brag about.
My guy. Right there, KP. Fortnite. That's his superpowers, Fortnite and dick.
Hey, that's a good Wednesday night.
There it is.
Oh,
Go to Whitney in Indiana. Whitney.
Hey, Whitney.
Hey, so I have a question for you. Do you think that, our weakness, our kryptonite, can also be our power, like our superhero power?
I think that, in my case, yeah. Like, I'm like fucking obsessive.
Yeah.
And so the same thing that drives me to chase women and fucking do tons of drugs is the same thing that will make me finish a book.
Just like I think sometimes the things we're most afraid of are also the things that drive us to be better and, to achieve more. So absolutely. I think they're often actually quite complementary Yeah. What would that be true for you?
Yeah, I think so. And I was really thinking about what you were saying. And because I'm a super, like, empathetic person, and recently I had a lot of, like, walls built up about that, and I just, kind of knocked them down, and I've been going out and, like, helping the community more, like, doing, like, any veterans that I see, like, on the side of the highway that have, like, their signs, like, I'll make them, like, gift bags, like, money and, like, necessities in there, and it makes me feel, like, super awesome at just talking to them, like, sitting down and talking to them for a little bit or taking them to coffee. But I'm also, like, that can be my weakness. Like, I just care too much about people, and it can get me in trouble sometimes. So I kind of tie those together as, like, that's my, I guess, super power, like also my kryptonite.
Yeah, you got to be, like, I don't know, like, when you're super empathetic, you have to give yourself some boundaries.
Totally.
Or else next thing you know, you just
right. Someone's moving in with you, and you're like, I just have
to bills and all that shit.
And knowing it's okay to say no sometimes too.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's where I think a big part of the profile of one of these kind of extraordinary humans is knowing yourself. That kind of self-knowledge, knowing what your boundaries are, not pushing you beyond that, because knowing that once you do go beyond that point, it actually does diminish your power.
And the other thing is I think, she feels rewarded by doing these things. This is not a totally selfless thing that she's doing. It gives her joy and fulfillment.
I think that's true for pretty much everything that we do that is a good act. I think it's equal parts, makes us feel good, and we get something out of it as much as someone else is.
Alex in North Carolina.
Hey, what's up? Good afternoon.
Hey.
What's your superpower?
I eat divorcee vagina, and it's fucking amazing because divorcees have been hurt by their husbands for months and years at a time, and they're just looking for a good box munching, and I fucking handle that for them. They fucking love the shit out of it.
I have so many questions. First of all, do you specifically and exclusively seek out divorcees?
Absolutely. I do. And I'm talking divorcees, and they're like mid to late 40s into their 50s.
And how old are you, may I ask?
I'm 35.
Okay. And where do you find them?
Fucking everywhere, dude. Target, fucking Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, fucking AM, PM, fucking Texaco. The best place, though, top-notch, best place to find fucking divorcees is sushi restaurants.
Oh, interesting. That is a fun fact.
Divorcees are in there, dude, having their warm sake and their fucking Goku roll all by themselves, and it's just...
You just ease on up there. You
hobble in with a Sapporo and just get shit done. You know what I'm saying?
So let's pretend I'm a divorcee eating sushi, and you approach me. What would your pickup line be?
You are so beautiful. Why are you alone? Why are you by yourself?
Because I'm divorced.
No, that's not really what the next line is.
Okay, sorry. What is my line?
What do they usually say?
The next line is "Get the fuck away from me, weirdo." is the next line, but the thing that you don't see from me over the phone is charisma and outgoing.
Oh, we feel it.
And I'm fucking so handsome it'll drive you crazy, dude. So, sushi. Oh, damn, I just seen a dude drop a pallet out of the back of a semi-truck. Holy shit. Anyway, dude, that's my superpower. I
That's amazing. Wow. Whew.
Rico in Bloomington. Rico.
Man, lying. I'm a great liar, man. Just a gab.
You're a good liar?
Yes. Fantastic at lying.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you find that you also are able to use that superpower for good?
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, you can always lie in a positive way.
So for example?
Somebody's like, hey, this guy paid for his shit, and he didn't, or some shit like that. Give him his fucking drinks, dude. He paid already. Shit like that, man. You gotta lie to people sometimes. It just makes things easier, a lot smoother.
Or you look good in that dress.
Exactly. Things like that. Your ankles don't look big, you know. Shit like that.
Dude, we've talked about radical honesty before.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't. It's no good.
It doesn't work.
No.
No one really wants that.
No.
At all. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying people want to be lied to all the time, but they kind of want to be lied to at least part of the time, I would say.
CJ in New York. Go ahead, CJ.
Hello?
Go ahead. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
I'm good at getting money, man. That's my kryptonite, getting money.
That's a good
If I'm
skill.
not getting money, I don't feel right.
And what's your, how do you get money?
Everything. It don't stop. 24
How do you
hours
think he
of the
gets
day,
money?
It don't stop. Everything. Everything.
I don't want to be
Anyway,
presumptuous.
I work 2 jobs and I'm still in the streets.
Grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You could. That's a lot of the cats that listen to this show right there. There. They hustle and work and hustle
That's
and
it.
work.
I'm
and stack.
talking to you while I'm at work right now.
See.
Yeah.
My kryptonite is I'm in traffic. I can't get to the money fast enough.
Well, I mean, that's...
His power is his kryptonite. That was his
Yeah, same as the other woman was talking about. Yeah. So, I mean, but, like, what is your hurdle? Because we all have them. Like, what's the thing that challenges you the most?
If I can't get money, that I can't do something any given second that I want to do it, that's my hurdle.
Well, let me ask
if
you
I
this.
Can't get up and do whatever the fuck I want to do, then it's a problem.
For you, is the money the thing in itself that you're after, or is the money and helping you to get something else?
Do you just like to hustle and the money's a byproduct of the hustle?
I just need the money, so that way I can do whatever the hell I want to do.
For personal freedom. Yeah,
there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Some cats just like they just got the hustle in them, like they can't help but fucking.
Yeah,
like I see that shit like when
I mean, there's a big
when sports stars get in trouble for like selling dope, and I'm like, how did you do that? Like,
why? Yeah, you're making millions of dollars.
It's like
yeah.
some of these cats, like the hustle's just in them. They can't even they can't stop themselves. Like it's just.
I mean, it manifests itself differently, but you know, you look at Silicon Valley entrepreneurs, and they cash out, they make billions of dollars, and then they're still wanting to launch another company. It's not about the money at that point; it's the hustle.
We'll end with Jay in California. Jay.
Hey, yo, what's good, man?
And what's your superpower?
I can give a girl 15 orgasms.
Did you say 15?
Yeah.
Over a span of what time frame?
7 years.
Like, I say like 30 minutes or so.
Every 2 minutes, a girl is having an orgasm with you.
I guess so. That's what they claim.
That you've had multiple women that have experienced 15 orgasms in 30 minutes.
No, I'd say like 2, but I mean that's still a skill, I guess. I don't know, superpower.
I mean,
man, no one can even look at each other in here because you're full of shit.
That's just not
No,
possible.
They lying to you, bro. They lying.
How do you know that they're actually?
I don't know. They fucking shaking and shit. So I don't know if that's a.
I mean,
there you go.
We can shake without, of our own volition.
Yeah, your superpower is not being able to tell when you're being lied to. That's your superpower right there. You're fucking dense.
I mean, come on.
Congratulations. I hope, you know what? I hope I'm wrong. I hope that you are giving a girl 15 fucking orgasms in 30 minutes.
I mean, as a woman, I don't even think that's possible. Someone might call in and say, "Oh yeah, I've had that," but I just don't think that's possible.
We should find out. For science, not just for science. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not.
It's all for
I
science.
won't even enjoy it. It'll just be for science.
I mean, I've always intended to donate my body to science eventually.
Well, let's. No time like the present. You know what I'm saying? No time like the present. Anna Akbari. You can go to AnnaAkbari.com.
Yes.
akbari.com. And then what's your like your Twitter and all that?
It's just my name, Anna Akbari, and my Instagram, Anna Akbari. You can find me everywhere at Anna Akbari.
On everything.
On everything. I feel bad for anyone else with that name.
Oh, you got a consultant site too, huh?
Well, yeah, it's part of my So I coach individuals.
If you need some life coaching,
if you need some help, take some quizzes,
Yep.
see what you're doing, see what you can do
and it's
better.
all, they can all go through Anna Akbari.
Yep, I got some online courses. They can buy my book, Start Up Your Life, Hustle and Hack Your Way to Happiness. Bam. So many options.
Bam. And there it is. All right, thanks to everybody that called up. Sorry we couldn't get to all of y'all. And
yeah, find me on social media. Let me know. What's your superpower? What's your kryptonite? Are you being a superhero?
One guy, 15 orgasms. Like a boss.
A delusional boss.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
Sex addiction, it's a real thing. There's a new classification of sex addiction as a mental disorder by the World Health Organization, and this could shift the conversation around the condition. Taking it seriously.
I wonder if I got that shit.
I think you do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's get someone in to there's got to be like a test or some shit, right?
So it's defined here as compulsive sexual health disorder, persistent pattern of failure to control intense repetitive sexual impulses or urges resulting in repetitive sexual behavior. I don't know. Maybe.
That just sounds like being a human.
Yeah. So the list of criteria includes repetitive sexual activities becoming the focus of one's life, numerous unsuccessful efforts to reduce sexual behavior. Have you ever tried to reform yourself?
No.
No. All right. Well, that's.
There's been times where I'm like, chill out, I guess. Yeah, I take that back. Sometimes sometimes it gets a bit overwhelming and you get tired and you gotta like stop for a second. So yeah, I guess sometimes I do try to reform myself.
But this isn't ruining your life. You don't sit there like, oh my God, too much sex, or it's not affecting you negatively.
I don't know. Sometimes it just depends. Like you get like a pregnancy scare or some shit like that. That shit, you really start rethinking stuff.
Now, the cost of treatment ranges from free online services to very expensive inpatient rehab programs. People like Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, they're claiming that they're sex addicts and they've sought treatment.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
They're victims.
Is that what it's called when you want to fuck a 14-year-old boy? Fucking sex addict? Don't put me in the same camp as that shit. I don't fuck juveniles, man.
Well, they are saying here sex addicts and sex offenders are two very different categories, as you can imagine.
But sex offenders can be sex addicts.
Well, they do say here, this sex addictions therapist, most sex offenders do not meet the clinical requirements for sex addictions.
No shit.
That's what they're saying. And most sex addicts never commit a sex offense. So.
Huh. Well, let's line up some shit with the fucking sex expert, and I don't think I'll fit the criteria.
Probably not. I mean, again, it's not negatively affecting your life. You just like having sex.
Yeah. I like to lose myself in the moment. Never let it go. You only get one shot. Mom's spaghetti.
But again, it's a mental disorder.
Yeah. So. There you go. Who fuck? Wonder if I can get like workman's comp off of that shit or something. Disability.
I guarantee if they're calling it a mental disorder, then you can probably cash in some insurance on that.
There it is.
See?
Whoa, there it is. Everybody's going to be fucking... That's half our listenership. You ever listen to What Would Jude Do? These guys are fucking savages. Way worse than me. Are you gonna? You done scanning it?
Yeah, I was looking for
else?
insurance or something. That's pretty much it. So you could have a problem.
So now it's so there it is. Now it's official.
It's a condition.
It's a condition. Why not? We got all these other fucking bullshit conditions that people suffer from. So what more?
Came across an article talking about people are now using Fitbits and Apple Watches to monitor their heart rate when they're doing drugs, to sort of look out for themselves in the event they go too far.
My tech buddy up in San Francisco, he's real smart, way smarter than me. He was trying to explain how like magnets work and shit, and I was just like, whoa, dude, you're blowing my mind. And
what? Magnets?
Yeah, he was trying to explain to me how magnets work. Because you ever be like, how do they work? You don't ever wonder about that shit, or do you already know?
It's just something I accept is, oh, look, it's a magnet. It's doing its job.
I don't know. I guess some shit's rotating in a certain way. He tried to explain it to me, but like, I followed him while he was telling me, but then now I can't tell you. You know what I mean? So clearly I didn't understand. Anyway, he's been doing this Fitbit shit. He uses the Apple Watch when he does blow. Once his heartbeat drops below a certain rate, that's when he goes and re-ups on the coke.
That just doesn't seem like a good idea.
It's a great idea.
I mean,
have you ever hung out with cokeheads? It's like it's like one line, 20 minutes later they do another line, and then 15 minutes later they do another line, and then 10 minutes later they do another, and you're like, Jesus Christ, dude, and then they're all yacked out of their fucking mind. Then they're doing a line every fucking 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, and so there's a cardiologist here who's mentioned saying that this could lead to more coke use because you think you're protecting yourself and you just keep doing lines.
That's a dumb fucking cardio. He clearly has never hung out with cokeheads. This shit, once those motherfuckers get going, man, I watch them because I'm not on coke. You know what I mean? Like, I just watch. Don't fucking there's been times where, like, you just got to move the plate. You just can't even have the plate in front of the fucking cokehead because they'll just keep going in. They'll just keep going for it. So the Fitbit would regulate for those people.
That's exactly what some guy named Owen here in the article says that typically in his group they hit it every 15 minutes, taking turns, but when his heart rate goes up to like 150, he takes a pass.
See? The heart rate gets going, yeah. If it gets above a certain amount and below a certain amount, my man just likes to keep it in.
I haven't found a YouTube channel where these guys do drugs and they've got a heart rate monitor in the back. This one here, Bastian trips balls in LSD. And he starts off, and it looks like his heart rate is probably at about, I don't know.
Oh, this is those guys.
Dat je misselijk wordt en daarom wordt ook wel aangeraden om een aantal uur voordat je de.
This is that one, the Danish show where they do all the drugs in a science way.
You've heard of this? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like smart and they do drugs. No one can read subtitles, John.
It's all right. But then, if you go back here, suddenly he's on LSD and his heart rate goes up.
I would not want to be doing drugs under those conditions. Like a fucking science experiment. I guess that's what smart people do. Those motherfuckers know how magnets work.
Guaranteed.
Fucking, I'll explain the shit out of that for you. Something about positive and negative neutrons or some shit like that. And opposites attract, and the same ones repel.
That was a long conversation you had about magnets?
Yeah, bro, and I was trying so hard to, man, it was so, I was in such deep water. I was like, man, wow, I really wish I paid attention to science class. That's all I was thinking. Give me another story there, champ.
Mark Zuckerberg, he is surrendering his title of the youngest self-made billionaire to Kylie Jenner.
Damn. Kylie Jenner.
Do you even know how she makes money? I had to look it up.
Didn't she make it from lip gloss and all that shit? Makeup?
Yeah, makeup. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, man. She crushed on some makeup shit. So now she's a billionaire off the makeup?
Well, they're saying she's worth $900 million, but in a year she'll cross that $1 billion mark.
Wow.
And she's 20 years old, and most of the fortune comes from this cosmetics brand, which sells lip kits and other makeup. The company's worth $800 million.
That's fucking bananas.
She owns all of it. What do you do? You're 20 and you've got all this
just
money?
crushing. And she's been and she's probably so fucking savvy when it comes. They've been doing it ever since. How long has the Kardashians been on for? Like forever, right? And she was attached to all that shit, right?
Right, exactly.
Man.
They're calling it her reality show empire. And she's also the richest Kardashian Jenner, beating Kim Kardashian West by $550 million. This is wow.
Man, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, I want to be hateful, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this is what it's come to. Like, the richest person got paid off of reality shit. She basically, hey, God bless Ray J's dick. You know what I mean? If it wasn't, thank God for Brandy. Because if there wasn't no Brandy, nobody gave a fuck about Ray J. And then Ray J wouldn't be piping down fucking Kim Kardashian. And then Kim Kardashian wouldn't have a fucking show. And all of this wouldn't have exploded from there. If I was Ray J's dick, I'd ask for a percentage. I want some points.
How's he doing these days?
Not as good as them. He had For the Love of Ray J or some shit like that. He was doing all right, but like, they're next level. And don't they got tons of work done on their face too? Like, aren't they just their faces are all remixed?
Yeah, there's lots of work.
Like, I wouldn't buy makeup off of someone who's like, half of your beauty came from a fucking knife. I'm gonna buy makeup off of you? You wouldn't be cute if you didn't have a fucking scalpel.
Well, it turns out
some Botox and shit.
Looks like Kylie just removed her lip fillers. Okay.
Which one is Kylie Jenner? I don't even know which one she was.
Yeah.
Show me the early days, because she did look different. She looked bad?
Just different.
Did she? All right, she's pretty. Good doctor. Man, it's so crazy. There's all these pictures of Kylie Jenner on the fucking... Oh, she got rid of her lip fillers. That's Bruce Jenner's kid?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. She must be so proud of her. She must be the proudest dad mom out there. Hey, and then whatever. And Zuckerberg, he bit off of fucking MySpace anyway.
He was a self-made billionaire at the age of 23. And by the way, he now has a fortune worth $74 billion. Man, these numbers.
$74 billion, dog. Yo, I heard the other day, like, Elon Musk, speaking of all these rich motherfuckers, someone just tweeted him and was like, what do you think about the water problem in Flint? He was like, anybody that's test for high lead levels still like that aren't safe, I'll fucking fix that shit.
What?
Like a boss. Look it up. I like that motherfucker. If it's true, he put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, sure enough.
What'd he say?
He pledges to fix Flint's water contamination crisis.
Yeah. What a fucking... That guy's a champ, dude.
He's all over the place.
Yeah, he's fucking shooting rockets up in the air. He's got the cars that don't need gas. He's about to go fucking lace Flint. You got...
Built a little submarine for those kids in Thailand. They didn't use it, but he's... Yeah.
I don't know. Then there's been like billionaires that'll come to Detroit and they'll like give them a pep talk and then just not put no money in the city and leave. Like, why the fuck you here, man? Beat it. You ain't gonna invest in the fucking city. You're not gonna build nothing. Oh, thanks for the pep talk. It's just what we needed. Fucking A. That's a cool ass billionaire right there. Is he a billionaire, Elon Musk?
Oh, of course.
I don't know. Fuck, I
don't know
can't even keep track of the motherfucker. All right, what else?
You want to see a video of George Clooney getting clobbered by a car? He's fine, by the way.
George Clooney.
He's over in Italy, and he had a bit of a wreck. This car hit him on his scooter.
Oh, he was what, like on a Vespa?
Yeah, something like that.
Let's see.
This morning's shocking new surveillance video captures the exact moment George Clooney's scooter slammed into a Mercedes in Italy, sending the Hollywood A-lister high into the air before he crashed down to the ground.
Damn, he
Watch
ran
one
right
more
into
time
that
as
bitch.
Clooney's scooter collides with the car.
But he's fine. He's at home recovering. But
It looked like he was not in the right.
well, they're saying that the car turned into his lane.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
All right, well, then it looks like he was in the right. Oh, so the car went and tried to pass the other car, and that's when Clooney ran into him?
Yeah. Or, well, I mean, I think it turned into his lane, and then it was going to make a turn, and he slammed right into it.
Damn. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. He was taken to the hospital.
He got some height on that bitch. Elon Musk is worth $20 billion, by the way.
I'll take it.
I like that shit. I'm tired of hearing rich motherfuckers talk about, like, the problems in the world. I'm like, bitch, you sitting on a zillion trillion. You can go fix one of them instead of talking to me about it. Virtue signaling with tweets and shit, go fucking do something about it.
If you had all that money, would you do it?
Yo, if I had $20 zillion and, like, there was some fucking problem I felt like fixing, yeah, I go fucking handle that shit. It's going to cost me what? He's worth $20 billion. What's it gonna cost him? $70 million or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure he can handle it.
And do you know do you know how much love he's gonna get for doing that? I'm talking about him right now. That's a boss. What does Zuckerberg do? Oh, he just fucking sells your information to the government. That's all. I like him the least out of those three. It goes Elon Musk, then Kylie Jenner, then Zuckerberg, and they're fucking falling off cliffs. Like, I extra like Elon Musk. I really don't like Kylie Jenner, and I extra don't like fucking the robot.
So it says, according to CNBC, that the Flint, Michigan water could cost about $55 million for a pipe replacement.
I call it. Yeah, because they already took care of the middle. It's just the houses. From the house from the curb to the house is the problem now. And I like the way he worded that shit too. He was real slick about it. He was like, if it tests high, he ain't finna be up over there just willy nilly fucking fixing everybody's shit. He was like, you gotta run some tests. If it tests high, I got you. Bam. There you go. There you go.
Want to hear some good news?
Yeah, give me good news.
And now, time for good news.
There is this high school senior who was classified as the valedictorian, but then they recalibrated their records, and then she dropped down a bit. And the problem was that, as such, she was going to get the first year of college free over at University of Texas. But now that she's not the valedictorian, that's out the window, and she wasn't able to pay that. But then a GoFundMe came together.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and they raised $40,000.
God damn.
10 days, so there she is.
Look at that.
Her name is Destiny Brannon.
Second place. Pays off.
Yeah.
There she go. But you almost. So she got valedictorian.
And they took it away.
Well, they didn't take it away. They miscalculated.
Right. She's saying it might have something to do with her position on sports receiving attention rather than academics. That's probably not true. But
I don't know. Look, it's a pretty clear way to add up the fucking who gets valedictorian, right?
Right.
They crunched the numbers wrong. They awarded to her. No one's talking about the person who actually deserved it. You know what I mean? Like,
that person's pretty happy, I guess.
I wonder if they're gonna. I wonder if the real valedictorian's gonna get into college for a year for free. Probably so.
They go to UT, University of Texas. But again, she's covered $40,000 in 10 days or so.
Fucking A. She'll probably get more than that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a feel good story. It's like that was like Steve Harvey. You know, like, oh, I got to take the fucking crown back.
Oh God, I remember that. Oh, that was terrible.
Was that like Miss Universe or some shit like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. It's tough. Well, that shit worked out for her.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I got nothing else to say.
Start a crowdfunding campaign. This money just comes out of nowhere.
Be like, I was almost number one. They said I was number one. I'm actually number two. Can you help me? And then they were like, yeah, we got you. Silver medal. We got you second smartest. Them fucking cats throw you money. Good on her. Do your best in school. Don't drink too much your first year. I know you're going to want to. I don't think she's listening to this show. She's a valedictorian. All right, that's the news. Pill mix coming up.